Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the chaos that is Lel's Little Budget. My name is Lel, and this is my cash budgeting and debt reduction journey channel. Today, I am losing the plot, just for a change. Today, I am doing another quick little travel top up, and then I am also going to talk to you about some debt decisions that I have made. I am a week away from payday, and I have made a couple of changes again this month. I'm still really new in my debt reduction journey. I think I started the middle of February. We're only sort of mid-May. I'm still finding my feet with everything, getting to work out what works best for me. And so it does feel a little bit at the moment like every month has had another change, or I'm doing something differently. But until I find my rhythm, I think that probably is going to be the case. I come from a place of variable income. I have both a job in hospitality and I have a small business. My small business is failing massively at the moment, which is a really bitter pill to swallow because at one point it was my full-time income. And then I also do a third job as well, sort of once a week, and this is where the money for my travel top-ups come from. My current debt balance at the moment is less than £8,000. It's a big number to some people, it's a small number to others. For me, it's quite daunting because, as I say, I come from a place where my income is really, really variable, and that is shown this month, and it will be the same again next month, in that my wages will be just over £800. Now, I work, it feels like a lot. I'm paid just over minimum wage, but my shifts are often quite short, so sort of only 2 or 3 hours at a time. And in a month like this month, when there's not been as many birthday party bookings and that sort of things, because we've had half term, we've just had an Easter holiday, like, it comes with working in hospitality, and the nature of the job that I do, but it is hard to balance and to juggle, which is why I don't do like a cash stuff-in every week at the moment. We might find that as I pay more of my debt off, that I start to do that because I have a little bit more money to use in that way every week. I do come from a household where there's 4 of us in the house, 2 adults, 2 kids and a dog. But this channel is my personal channel. It doesn't include our household expenses. It's my debt payoff journey mostly, and then alongside that I'm also trying to set up an Etsy business that goes with this, and yeah, it's to try and help keep me accountable and earning a little bit more income from other sources as well. We are a family that home educates, so it isn't as simple as being able to go out and find a 9 to 5. My husband is also self-employed, though he has a self-employed job which pretty much pays the same month in, month out, essentially. Yes, so I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to start by doing the lovely travel top-up this week. We've got our usual £20 to go in there. We are going to start by putting the first £4 of this 20 into one specific folder, which is for the dog, because when we go away, we have a friend look after the dog, and I pay her for looking after him, and obviously make sure that he has food, toys, treats, etc., etc., so that she doesn't have to do anything other than look after him. So the first £4 goes into there, and then we roll. We do £2 a roll, for each binder. I'm not going to go through what every binder is. If you want to see that, you go back and watch one of my previous videos. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pounds, which means we have 8 rolls to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to do that, we'll tally them, and then I will talk to you about some of the changes that I made whilst I'm putting the money in to the wallets. We are a family that travels quite a lot. We try and world school. Yeah, we have 2 children. They are currently 9 and 10 years old. Yeah, we're doing what we can to world school them at the moment. That may change, it may not. And something to remember as well is that this is for our holiday, which is in less than 4 weeks now. We go away in June. The holiday is completely paid off. We are going all inclusive, and this is my contribution towards the holiday. When we come back from holiday, this binder will stay a travel binder until the end of August, when we go to visit family down south. We go every year, we stay, there's a big group of us, of family, that all go down together, and we go and visit more family down south. So this will stay as a travel binder till then, and then once we come back from there, this will then become my Christmas binder. I never save for Christmas until September onwards. We don't ever spend a humongous amount on Christmas at all, which is why I'm not currently saving for it. Both of my children's birthdays are also in the first half of the year, pretty much. One's April, one is July, and I save those. So my daughter's, the money for her birthday comes out of my February and my March wages, and for my son, his birthday is July, so the money for his comes out of my May and my June wages. So I don't ever save for Christmas until after the September point. Generally, September onwards is the point at which my small business is usually at its best as well. So it just means that the money for Christmas tends to come out of that income. But I have started making some challenges. I've got a Christmas in July challenge box that will be coming. So yeah, I'll be saving for Christmas a little bit later in the year. Right, for now, let's get these 8 rolls done. So 1, oh, number 6, you can just about see that. 3, 4, 5, 6, oh gosh, ooh, 7, that's the one I need it to go in really. 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls done. So £4 is going into envelope number 1, which is for holiday clothes. We have spent out of this twice now, so we're starting back again from 0. We went to the car boot sale this weekend and managed to pick a few bits up with the tenner that we had in there for it, so that was lovely. First day home isn't getting anything this week, but that's okay because that's pretty much funded now anyway. Miscellaneous is getting £8. 2, 4, 6, 8. £8 for miscellaneous this week, wowzers. £2 into the dog. £50 of the dog is now in the bank as well. It might as well earn interest on that £50. Then the last 2 goes into airport spending. So we flip a coin for this as to see whether it goes in the airport spending on the way out or on the way in. We do heads for on the way out and tails for on the way in. And it is tails. So the £2 today is going into airport spending on the way back in. So that is our holiday binder done for the week. If you saw last week's one, you would know that the toiletries money was in this bit here. I have been and brought sun cream and after sun this week because I keep forgetting about it. we've got a tenner, exactly a tenner left in there, but there's still another couple of bits that we need toiletries wise. Like, I always take hand gel with us because we're going all inclusive, and then just to top my first aid bag as well, because I don't travel without a first aid bag, and it's come in handy the last few times that we've gone away. So that was for that. So that is where we are at for travel. If you saw last week's video as well, you would see that I also hit one of my income goals for the month for this. I wanted to put an additional £100 away this month, and we have done that. So then we've just put another 20 in, so that's 120 so far in this pay cycle as well. I'm not sure if that'll be the last one or not, this pay cycle. Pay cycle ends on Wednesday, so it depends next week as to what day I go and do the additional job that I do. That is that. So now the next thing that I am going to talk to you about, and I'm just, oh, it's here, it's all right. When I started my debt journey, I had 8 different debts. It was mostly credit card debt and to PayPal credit accounts, and then I have my bounce back loan as well from my small business. What do I do? My debt comes from both my business and some of it comes from my small business, and then some of it is personal. A lot of it, and I have spoken about this before, comes from during COVID. Having 2 of us that were self-employed, from a low income background and a variable income background during COVID, that first 6 weeks was interesting, to say the least. We didn't have any savings. We still currently don't have savings. We're working towards that at the moment alongside the debt payoff. And yeah, so most of it comes from there. And it's taken me a while to sort of sit down and realise that I can't keep going forward like this. I haven't put anything on my credit cards for well over a year now, which is something that I'm really pleased about. It's a big takeaway, but getting into this actual debt payoff just feels like a whole different ball game. It's quite a mental game as well. So I broke everything down into exactly what debts I had, how much I had to pay, what minimums I was paying a month, etc., how long it was going to take me to pay things off, and it was a long time. I spent some time last week and I managed to get a personal loan for the first time. Now, my credit card debt, the interest rates on my credit cards were ridiculous. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I had 5 different credit cards when I originally started. In fact, I did have 5 different credit cards when I started. I managed to balance transfer one of them onto the Asda credit card because it had a 0% balance transfer for 6 months, so I was able to pay some more debt off. The same with my Capital One. It was such a small balance, it was less than £200, but we moved it over to the 0% interest. But some of the balances that I had, or some of the cards that I had, like one of them was my Zabel card, and the interest rate on it was ridiculous. It was not too much lower than like 50%. Honestly, it was absolutely horrendous, and all of the others were in like the high 30s. So last week I sat down and I managed to find a personal loan. Now, I've only taken out a £3,000 loan, so it doesn't pay off all of my debt. But the loan that I've taken out had a low APR on it, and it has an end date. So the end date on it is in 3 years' time. But it also has the option of making overpayments and paying it off early. Now, I have now paid off in its entirety the Asda card. That is gone. I haven't closed that account for the specific reason that I'm hoping that I'm going to get another 0% balance transfer offer come up at some point on that card. So I have left that one open. My bounce back loan stays there. PayPal 1, gone completely. PayPal 2, also gone completely. Pulse card has had a big reduction on it. Virgin card has had a big reduction on it. And my Zabel card is gone completely. The account is closed. And I think that's a really important thing to do as well. It's not just about paying the debt off, it's about closing those accounts so that you can't use them again either. The Asda one obviously was a tactical one. So I am now just left with these and the loan. Now, yes, I have the loan to pay, but the loan payment is £107 a month. Now that £107 a month is much lower, much lower a repayment than what I was paying for all of those debts combined. So the fact that I've paid them off completely, have an end date, a very specific end date, no more interest can be added on because I already know that the interest on the loan in total was less than £800. So like with my Zabel card, every month I was paying off like way over the minimums. And this is the prime example. So I paid off I paid £77 towards my Zabel card last month, and it paid off less than £40. It paid off just over half of what I'd paid off. I don't think it even was actually. It's about half. So the amount of interest that was being added on every month was ridiculous. Like the balances just weren't coming down at all, and it was so awful and demoralising to see. Like the same with this one. So I paid off £20 on one of my PayPal accounts. The actual amount that I actually repaid out of that £20 was £8.67. So then another £11.33 was being added onto my balance. It just they just weren't coming down. So I made that decision to take out the loan instead, to give myself that specific final end date, and specifically went with a loan that allows me to overpay every month. So my new plan going forward for the next pay cycle is minimum on my loan every month, and then pay additional every month off of bounce back loan already has an end date, to pay off an additional of my Pulse card every month, so over the minimum, and then an additional off of my Virgin card every month as well, so an additional over the minimum. The plan is to tackle the Pulse card first because it's got the slightly higher balance. Both of these balances are still over £1,000, but they're still a lot lower than what they currently are, and the Virgin card is only just over £1,000 now. I will update these next week when I hit the end of my pay cycle. So yeah, new plan going forward is to work on Pulse card front, keep paying just the minimum on the loan, pay this Pulse card off, and then pay the Virgin card off. Once those two are paid off, then we'll throw every spare bit that we've got that we can throw at the loan to get the loan paid off. So the plan is that within 3 years, hopefully, actually less than that, hopefully I'll still have my original debt payoff target was summer of, end of August of 2027. So I wanted to do it within 2 years. And I think actually it should become easier to do that now, by paying the additional off of those two cards, and then being able to throw some more at the loan. Once Christmas is paid for, once we finish travelling for the year, once Christmas is paid for, obviously more will also go towards the loan payoff as well, and I will also be starting a couple of new side hustles to try and throw as much of it as I can, because alongside paying the debt off as well, I really need to build up my month ahead. My month ahead currently has £40 in it, which is £40 more than it frequently has in it. And as well as that, I also need to be working on this, which is for my daughter's cheerleading, because she has a new uniform coming in August, and that's going to be an expense. And she also potentially has the opportunity to cross over this year and potentially be on a travel team. I have always said that if my children have things that they want to do, that I would do everything I can in my power to make sure that they can do those things, especially if it's something that they love, on the proviso that they are willing to put the work in that they need to put in to do those things. It's exactly the same with my son for football as well. And a lot of that stems from me not really being able to do much of anything as a child, but that's a whole another therapy session. So that is my update for today. It's another £20 in travel, and that is my sort of debt update. I will do a proper one next week when we do hit the pay cycle. So if you have got all the way to the end of this video of 20 minutes of me talking at you, I would really love it if you could leave a comment or an emoji. If you could take 2 seconds to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because it is taking me an awful lot longer to build this channel up than I originally ever thought that it would. I thought I would be sort of at 3 figures of subscribers by now. I have just hit the original 50 subscriber goal that I wanted sort of by the end of February. But I digress. That's me just having a bit of a moan because life is a lot right now. So if you could take 2 seconds to do any of those things for me, then that would be absolutely brilliant. And I will see you next week for a payday update. Thank you. Goodbye.